Kind of a rough day to be doing this. That Santa Ana's blowing in all night long. We're across the channel. This is a little bumpy in here, but I figure this is a good way to show that the boat runs before it goes on a trailer. This is really a fun boat. Kind of a rough day for a little sea trial, but before I put it on a trailer, I figured this is the best way to show everyone that it runs. Steering's good. Got a nice Edson knob on there. It does have a kill switch. So some of the neat features about Wahoo that I really think they're a step above Boston Whaler is it's in the details. So Boston Whaler doesn't have a combing, which is really nice because you ever get water coming over your lip, which does happen, over your rub rail, I mean, it stays in, and plus it adds a really nice detail. It's got this rail that goes all the way around the bow. Really nice hardware, cleats, and the details for the non-skid integral gel coat. You know, they make room for the chocks. There's a lifting eye here. This cushion comes back and we've got anchor and chain up forward. There's a couple cup holders on either side. I really love the design of this console. It's molded into the deck, which of course whalers don't do that. And it's got a horn and some lights and fire extinguisher. You can access the inside of the console by removing this piece here to get to all your wiring. You can pull this panel off. I think that's kind of a neat feature. There's no exposed cables anywhere. They all dip down inside the boat. And nothing from the console is exposed all the way to the back of the engine until it comes out back here. It's got a well, which is really cool. And your battery selector switch is there. And then you've got a battery under this one over here. I've built this bench seat here. It's totally custom. It's got side rails in here. Stainless steel rocket launchers across the back. And a tow post, which I use all the time for water sports. Taking the kids out, friends out, we'll pile in this thing and go wake surf. And I've got a gaff storage down the bottom. We were going to go fishing. There's 2 bilge pumps in here. There's one down here, and there's also one inside that compartment there, because this is, unlike Boston Whaler, the deck is separate. So it's not one piece. There is a bilge below. There is foam inside for flotation, so it is unsinkable because this is a cavity. I mean, I wouldn't say it's unsinkable, but you would have to have a breach in this envelope somewhere and fill the lower bilge. I have a bilge pump inside it just in the event that water ever gets in there, and it's not a bad thing to have. I mean, there are technically access points into that envelope, but it's rare any water actually gets in there. You get your cup holders, and the seat is starboard, and there's paddles stored underneath here. And your fuel tank, let me turn my key on here, is under the seat. So you don't have some red tank flopping all around the bottom of your boat. That through hole right there drains your anchor locker. So you don't have to worry about plugs going outside that you got to make sure you put in. The only plug you got to worry about is in the back of the boat. The Yamaha runs strong. It could run probably stronger, but it's a really good engine. It's the lightest engine available for 40. There's nothing made lighter than this one right here. And it's oil injected, so you don't have to premix anything. You just open that up and there's an oil reservoir in there. And I have been told that Yamaha's system was the best ever made. Better than Evinrude and its competitors. So anyway, it's a pretty sweet boat. Oh, here's another really neat feature I like about it. The fuel fill is up here and the vent. And this coaming ends up shooting off to the side. And I really like this because gas likes to burp. It always does. And I like that the vent and the fill are in the same spot and it's outside the boat. So it doesn't end up filling the boat full of gas or around your tank. It just, if it burps, it goes overboard. And that's an underrated feature. I really like that.